Well, a little bit of mayhem there that included the camera getting dropped into the water. Under the water, fortunately not so deep I couldn't see it and get it. A little scary moment, but not a scary moment for another really solid Alabama bass that came right off that nothing bank right there after like 100 casts on the way up from where we turned around. You know, all of a sudden here's another beauty, and I measured this one before I turned the camera on. It's a hit right at 19 inches. So I've caught a 19 and a 19 and a half today out of this little creek. It's pretty amazing. You know, those creeks really can offer some big fish potential, whether you're talking about smallmouth bass, shoal bass, Alabama bass, or even largemouth bass. And this is certainly a case in point today. Caught two of the biggest Alabama bass I've caught in a few years, and it's just because I don't really target them very often. And I'm not living in the best area of the state. Those folks that live over closer to Birmingham and Gadsden and on the Coosa River area and the Locust Fork and places like that, Cahaba River even, there's some real brutes over there. Tallapoosa drainage, they don't grow very fast. They're not very fat. You can tell both of these fish are very racy. They don't look anything like they do over in the Coosa, which is a much more productive system. I think they may have more successful, more consistently high reproduction than a lot of the other black bass do. So you need a pretty good food supply to keep them going, or else you end up with them stunning out. And you see that for sure on the towel. You know, they can get 18, 19 inches, maybe touch 20 every once in a while. But they're like 4 pounds. They just aren't very big. That seems to be what's going on in, say, Lake Norman and Parksville Lake in Tennessee. More oligotrophic areas that the fish, that doesn't stop them reproducing well. They just can't get big. Bit of a tough day today. It's just inconsistent. When you it's not that the fish aren't biting. It's been hard to locate them. I think the red eyes in particular are probably spawning, and they are finding places that I have not found. In another month or so, when I usually would come to this stream, you catch red eyes up and down the whole stretch that I've floated. Sometimes you really kill them, but you catch them in random places. Doesn't seem to be happening today. Every time I've caught red eye, I've caught a couple of them.